Alright, let's have a little chat with Time Slot 5. What's up, guys? I just wrote here. So I know I said I wasn't going to do an intro for this one, but I think I need to. So the reason you may see in the intro people that you saw in the last segment is because there were a few mix-ups in recording. Just keep that in mind. But don't worry, we're going to have that, all set up. And yeah, so welcome to segment number 2, and let's get on with it.
I don't think really badly, but yeah, the small things like being followed around in a store or
I don't think that I have at all. I'm not part of really any minority group when it comes to race, so I really haven't experienced any.
I have not. Yes.
yes. Yeah, a lot. It's have projects or if there's somewhere where it's nice, everybody says it's a white neighborhood. So yeah.
Oh, definitely. You look at Pittsburgh and it is so apparent and so obvious that there are some neighborhoods that have just been left behind, and it happens to be that those neighborhoods also have higher proportions of people of color, especially Black people, and it's just awful to see, and something that is so obvious about our city that it seems no one is trying to solve. Only one, and it was when I was living in Canada, so it wasn't even in the US. And I had a Black guidance counselor there as well, but yeah, none in the US.
I do not believe so.
I had one Black teacher in elementary school. Middle school I didn't have any. Here at Dice I had one this school year. I don't think so.
No.
No.
Well, that was simple. Alright, moving on.
I think that certain teachers do, but as a whole, I feel like there could be more that is being done other than just certain teachers taking it upon themselves to teach us more.
I mean, this class is really the only time I really learned it, so I guess they should be doing more.
No. I haven't been in PPS for most of my schooling, but based on just my years, it seems like, and I'm in the AP programs, and so as soon as a school just teaches the AP programs, they're not teaching enough African American history. Those courses do not offer real history almost. It's very boiled down, very streamlined, and it doesn't offer the space to talk about those things. And I haven't taken world history, but I've heard from other people it's very much one chapter on Black people, one chapter on Indigenous peoples, and then it just goes into white history, and it's yeah. So no, not enough is being done. No. I've been out protesting all summer, and they're just as bad as other cities. They will full on tear gas protesters. They show up to protest with full on riot gear on, but then also leave streets completely unprotected, so they're not even doing the job that they're supposedly there to do, and we've almost been run over multiple times. Police have never been preventing crime. They've always just shown up after it happened, and the Pittsburgh police go above and beyond and do awful things. in McKeesport, although I think that was a different police. I don't know if that's technically the Pittsburgh police, but it's still close to here. They were looking for a suspect and basically shut down an entire city and stopped every single black person to check if they were the black person they were looking for, which is just awful. Like, they do not handle things well. Yeah, exactly. It's just it's awful. And then they didn't let the public come and speak. They closed down the council meeting after that happened that they were supposed to be able to speak at. So it's like they do not handle things well at all.
Not really. No, not really, because they still doing what's happening everywhere else, killing black people for no reason and getting away with it. So, yeah, not really. I don't know.
I feel like it depends on the situation.
Can you kind of expand on that, Elle? What do you mean? How would that look differently in different situations?
I don't know. That question is
Yeah,
I'm
that's
trying
okay.
to think more about it, but
We can come back to that. How about that?
okay.
I do, but for the people that's out here doing bad things and getting in trouble, probably not, because nobody, who's going to protect them?
Okay, and just to clarify, what neighborhood do you live in?
Hazelwood?
In Hazelwood?
Yeah.
I live in Squirrel Hill, so yes, I do, because our neighborhood has been valued because it's majority white and majority rich people. So yes, I feel safe, but I don't think I could speak for the rest of Pittsburgh in any sense.
Yes. It's become more of older rich people than, because it used to kind of just be not a lower income neighborhood, but kind of middle class, but now it's more rich older people.
Yeah, it's the projects, which is right up the street from where I live, it forced a lot of people out. The kids had to miss school because they had to find somewhere else to go and didn't have to go to school. Yeah, I know they forced a lot of people out. The projects up there.
I think I talked about this yesterday in my gov class, is that I think when it comes to gentrification, you see a huge difference between black and white neighborhoods when you look at Squirrel Hill versus East Liberty, let's say. Squirrel Hill, small businesses and long-standing family-owned businesses that have been on Forbes and Murray for decades, they constantly get up, the buildings get little updates, they move from building to building, they get new customers, new local businesses come in, Prantle's just opened a location here, all those different things, and it doesn't lose the character of the town. It doesn't drastically raise housing prices. Over the years, it's just become a more desirable place to live, and yeah. But then you look at East Liberty, and it has completely been demolished and rebuilt, and no one that lived there before it was demolished is still there. No one that used to live in East Liberty in the area that's now Shadyside is still there. It's all Google and Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and big luxury apartments that white rich millennials are moving into. And I think that's the big difference you see, and the starkest example of gentrification that I can see in this city is Shadyside, and the stark difference between how Shadyside has gone through neighborhood improvement versus how Squirrel Hill has gone through neighborhood improvement. And yeah. I think we are the ones that have to do the work, because as we've seen, the city government hasn't done much of anything except promote the movement of big businesses like Google and try to get Amazon in here. And those are the players that that contribute the most to gentrification in our city. And I think it just will come down to a citizen movement that like or a civilian movement that we like need to really get more involved and have our voices be heard more, whether that's through protest, although the current city government doesn't seem to listen to protest at all. But that's what we need to, we just need to keep pushing. We need to keep pushing because otherwise they're just gonna think that this last summer was a phase and no one actually cares about making the city more equitable. So we need to actually keep proving to them that like, yes, we do want this. We want this to be better. We want this to improve, and start just working within the community. Like, go support local businesses, go have some block parties, get your neighborhood together, like meet the people around you. I think that's going to be some of the most important things.
Right.
I think we need to vote more. Everybody's always worried about the president, but we need to vote for a mayor, more people in the government. And it's more important than just the president. So, yeah. That and protest, we gotta speak out there. But everybody just sits here and let everything happen. That's not how we're gonna make a change.
I feel like because like in my neighborhood, I know most of my neighbors, but in all neighborhoods, you may not know like who you live by or the type of people they are, but you can make an effort to go out and meet those people and just become more of a community rather than just living by people.
And with that being said, that's about it for segment 2. So make sure to come back tomorrow for segment 3. That one was a lot of fun. I unfortunately was not there to film that one, but yeah. So with that being said, that's it for me at segment 2, and I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow for segment 3. Peace.